Hello and welcome to another one of Optics Trade Reviews. I have a brand new product here, Kahles HELIA S 10x42 Binoculars. Kahles is an optics manufacturer with a rich tradition. They've been around since 1898 and are among the oldest riflescope manufacturers around. They've been a subsidiary of Swarovski Optic for the past 40 years, a little bit more. And Swarovski focuses mostly on hunting, bird watching and outdoors, while Kahles products are popular among tactical and also sport shooters. But they also have their own hunting products. A few years ago, Kahles recreated their brand. They acquired a new logo and obtained a brand new look. They now use a combination of brown and orange instead of the blue color. When Kahles decided for a complete makeover of their brand, they also made some changes to their business tactic. They expanded the range of products vastly, adding laser range-finding binoculars, red-dot sights, laser range-finding binoculars, and some other products, but they also started cooperating with Chinese and Japanese factories. And many modern Kahles products are not made in Austria. Rifle scopes are an exception to this. All the ones that they currently have in their offer are made in Austria, but this does not apply to other categories. We do have another exception here. This is the Kahles HELIA S. These binoculars are actually made in Austria. As you can perhaps see here, it's a little bit difficult to see, but they're made in Austria. And I can't wait to get on with this review so that I can tell you more about these binoculars right here. So we already mentioned that Kahles is owned by Swarovski. And until not long ago, Swarovski had the SL C binoculars in their offer. They offered great performance for the price, but they chose to discontinue it around half a year ago, which was a disappointment for many. Shortly after, Kahles announced the release of the HELIA S42 binoculars. And in the pictures, you could already see the similarity between SLC and HELIA S shape-wise and design-wise. And now that we receive them, we can say with a fair degree of certainty that the optics are identical, if not the same as with the SLC. Even the weight and dimensions are on par, which leads us to believe that the SLC lives on, but in a different chassis, in a different body. So of course we cannot say for sure that these binoculars are optically completely the same, but there sure are similarities. And after all, we are glad to see that these similarities, as SLC was a best buy in the price class of around 1,700 euros, 1,800 euros, and now their successor HELIA S is even more affordable. Okay, let's start with the review of the features, starting with the looks. The combination of orange and brown looks really elegant and sporty. The rubber is solid, it provides a firm grip, and there are here the indentations for the thumbs at the bottom of the barrels for additional comfort. The housing is made of magnesium, but I do have to say that I'm not the most impressed with the finish and some of the details on the housing, especially of these stripes here. You can see here. The dimensions, it's 15 centimeters long, 13.5 centimeters wide when it's fully extended. They weigh 800 grams, which is about average for this type of binoculars. Of course, there's some lighter out there that use plastic housings, but with magnesium housings, it's almost always around 750-800 grams. They have a single bridge design, but it's not completely central. As you can see, you can still easily hold it in one hand. There is enough place here in the front. The focusing knob is squeezed in between the barrels right here. The surface provides a firm grip. It has got a particularly slow focus, and more than 2 revolutions of the knob are necessary to turn it all the way. As such, it is perfect for hunters who are usually into slow focusing mechanisms. It produces some resistance when turned, but not too much. I would say it produces just a right amount of resistance. If you pull it out, like so, you get to the diopter setting. You can align it, you can set it from +4 to -4, but you mustn't align it with this line right here. There is a special arrow right here, if you can see it, that you have to align. If you don't have any eye problems, you have to align 0 with it. So, like so. You have to get used to it, so you have to really look through in order to set the right diopter. Don't just set it with a line, because it won't be correct. And this diopter setting is the same as it was on the SLC, which is another indicator that this is a really identical binocular. Eyepieces, we have 3 positions, so this one and then 2 extra. These eyepieces are really comfortable to use, among the best on the market, definitely. When you rotate them, you can feel that they're of high quality, and it's even not a problem to set the correct eye relief if you wear glasses. The eyepieces can also be removed if necessary, so you can simply unscrew them, and they're also really easy to put back on. These can also be mounted on a tripod. There is a thread underneath this cap here, so if you wish to mount these on a tripod, for example for longer observations with a 10 times magnification, some people do use a tripod. Getting to the optical characteristics, which I think are the core of this product. So this is really a product that's famous and will be famous, I'm sure, for its optical characteristics. I do have to say that when you look through, the image quality is really impressive. The image practically fills up your entire field of vision, resulting in a immediate wow effect by the user. There are many advanced coatings on the optical surfaces to ensure a high light transmission rate. There is even a dust and water repellent coating on the outer surface of the glass, and the colors seen through the binoculars are really natural. There also is a minimal quantity of internal reflections inside. They have got a close focus of 3.2 meters, which is a downside because many competitors offer a close focus around 1.5 meters to 2 meters. But if you are going to observe the object close by, then this characteristic is not that important to you. And this is also one way to reduce costs, because the optical quality really surpasses the cost of these binoculars in general. The magnification is 10 times. It offers better detail recognition compared to the 8 times magnification model, which is also in the offer. So we have 8 and 10x42. But they do offer a narrower field of view, and the handshaking is more noticeable on the 10 times magnification model. The field of view that the HELIA S 10x42 provides is 110 meters at 1000 meters, which is, I would say, about average. But could have also been better, because some binoculars do offer, I would say, 115 to 120 meters of field of view in this price class. But I have to really commend these binoculars. Apparent field of view. So when you put it on, when you look through, you immediately get a feeling that you're in the image, resulting in a wow effect. The image is sharp. The edge sharpness is great. Of course, not as great as with some binoculars priced 2,000 euros or higher, but this is understandable. There is some chromatic aberration at the edges, but really a minimal amount. The optical quality, I would say, is definitely the biggest advantage of these binoculars, and even the incredible Zeiss Conquest HD and Leica Trinovit HD aren't as good optically as the new Kahles HELIA S. And in the future, when these binoculars will surely be available at some discount, so now they're around 1,500 euros, with 10% of discount, with 1,350 euros, they will sure be an even more serious competitor to the Zeiss and Leica as the Swarovski SL C, which was, of course, a little bit more expensive. The interior is filled with dry nitrogen to prevent internal fogging at low temperatures. The scope of delivery, so you get the binoculars in this nice box, which has a brand new Kahles logo on it. And the binoculars are here. All the other accessories are in this box right here. And you probably can see now that I would say one of the main downsides of these binoculars is that they do not come with a bag, so you really have to purchase a bag extra. I'm really not sure if Kahles offers one at the moment, and this is really a downside because you practically don't have a place to store them right after purchase. But again, this is how they lowered the cost of the binoculars in general. What else do we get with the binoculars? So we get a strap for carrying the binoculars around the neck. We also get a one-piece rubber cover for the eyepieces. The objective covers made out of rubber are already on the binoculars when you receive them. At least this is how it was in this case. Then we have a Kahles lens cloth, a user manual. It's available in several languages. And of course a warranty certificate. With these binoculars you get a 10-year warranty period. And this is basically everything as regards the accessories, so the biggest disadvantage here is that no storing bag is included. Okay, as I said, these binoculars are interestingly priced, even quite lower than the SLC binoculars used to be. They carry the price tag of around 1,700, 1,800 euros, and these cost 1,500 euros, which is still more than the entry-level binoculars of other premium optics manufacturers, but much less than their flagship binoculars. I would say that currently it has no real competitor at a price of around 1,500 euros. Okay, we have reached the end of this review. Let's go through the pros, let's go through the cons. The pros: optical quality, definitely the best in this price class still, as was the case with the SLC. The quality of the eyepieces is just amazing. I also like the focusing mechanism. The slow focus is great for hunters, and this product is definitely aimed at hunters. And the overall price-performance ratio is just excellent. So in the price class of around 1,500 euros, this is a best buy at the moment. The disadvantages: the first one, no bag is included, so you have to buy a bag extra. I'm not sure if Kahles offers one at the moment, as I said. Then the finish in certain areas, like here with the stripes on some parts of the binocular, the finish could be a little bit better. These are, after all, binoculars price 1,500 euros. Then a close focus of 3.2 meters is not the best, but if you're not using it on short distances, that doesn't really matter. And this is really minimal, but the unusual diopter setting where you have to align the number with the arrow here instead of this middle part in the bridge. So it might get a little bit confusing until you get used to it. So Kahles HELIA S10x42, an excellent choice for someone who has got a budget of 1,500 euros and wants the best binoculars in terms of optical quality that this amount of money can buy. Thank you for watching. If you found this review useful, leave a like, subscribe, check out our other videos, and see you next time. Take care.